Hi there, it's Chelle and Clint.
Hey guys.
Clint's been really quiet, like always.
Yeah.
You guys know how it is.
We got a swamp in Colorado to sell you.
Got a bridge in Colorado. Swamp in Colorado to sell you.
Alligator.
Guys, we're going to work in a positivity journal. Been practicing my butterflies. Oh, we'll talk about this later. Over here. And what I'm going to do is, it was actually a tutorial of sorts by Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, on butterflies and roses. And I thought, you know, I should revisit that because that really just put me back for a little bit. I just wasn't having the best day that day. And you know how sometimes you're just like, oh, I just can't do it, so you just kind of give up. It's kind of how I was at. But you know, I really want to focus on the positivity journal, especially with all the new stuff going on. And I think it's important that we stay here, you know, and do that. So, and focus on it. So I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is just kind of put my, it's a butterfly with some roses. I'm going to put my butterfly about here. This is pretty much the full size of my sheet. And hopefully there will be somewhere I can put a saying. If there ends up not being anywhere to put a saying, then I will, let me move that for a minute. Then I will maybe put it on a page that I can write a saying on. Bring you guys down just a little. So, hope you guys are doing well. We've had an interesting week. We, you know, on Monday we were working on
Store stuff.
on the store stuff. But what we ended up doing, because we have so many animals in here, and we just don't have peace really. So we organized the craft shed, and I put out a big table. That way I can sort and cover it and leave it. So all the store stuff is outside. Well, not all of it, but there has been some sorted. But my plan is to have like a huge assortment before I put them into the Etsy store, because I don't want you guys to have to pay extra shipping. So we almost have all of the fabric done. So like when the fabric's done, but I don't know. I don't want people to pay more in shipping than they have to. So that's kind of my plan. So we're going to draw a butterfly. Now this one is it's actually one I saw on the internet, because the one that Lindsay did,
I don't want you.
She did a beautiful like teal and pink and stuff like that, but I didn't have those colors. So I looked up one on Google, and it's a little bit different shape. So, but I will tag Lindsay below. It is I guess today would be what, the third day of the month, and it's watercolor month.
Oh, it's a month.
So yeah.
Oh, you mean on the video?
Yeah, it's a watercolor challenge month thing. So I will be doing a daily watercolor, just because, you know, it's kind of helping you do your...
I don't want you.
Sorry, sister's in the background, and yeah, daddy's sewing, and yeah.
I'm working on the, what's it called? Bow tie
Yeah,
cover.
Clint's
Sorry,
working on a
guys.
bow tie cover.
I was going to show you on a video, but I have not been feeling very good, and I just
Yeah,
need to sew.
I'm just going to sketch this, and then I'll continue talking about, you know, things I wanted to talk about. But yeah, it's been an interesting week, and we did get some stuff done. There's the butterfly. Again, this was just an idea, or just a little sketch I found on the internet. I'm going to go ahead and lighten the lines a little bit, but I want to still be able to see them. I'm using a really cool electric eraser. Just erasing it just enough so I can see it, but that, you know, it's not going to be a horrible mess. And Miss Gracie Lynn,
Pain in the butt's what she is.
she was so cute though. We all took a nap, and when I woke up, she had to snuggle with Mama, and it was so cute. So, and then this little guy is going to be standing on a couple of rosebuds. So I'm going to put one about here, and one kind of about here. Oh, she's laying, well, she's chewing on stuff, but you know, just a couple of little ovals, kind of. But can you see it?
Ow! Yeah.
You can see it a little bit.
Very good. Hi, Artie.
So, but yeah, on Monday we worked on the stuff for the store, and we did not get very far at all. It was really, yeah. I think we might have made it through a half of like one video's worth, and it was a 3-hour sorting, because what I'm doing is, I told Clint, if we're touching it, it's getting sorted. So we're either keeping it, we're gonna, you know, take pieces for the store, or you know, and going ahead and separating it and tying it and everything. So here's a brat. Here's the little brat. Oh, you're gonna hurt your eyeballs. Oh. Isn't that a cute face though? Look at that little face. She's so big. She's 9 weeks now. So. Yeah, she is full of it right now. Yeah, she's at that age where, woohoo! So I'm gonna try to get her and Artie both in to get them fixed at the same time, because I think that will, you know, kind of be good for them, just to get them fixed at the same time. So, and then on Tuesday we went to Durango, and you know, we just got Clint's car back, and some of you guys, if you're on my personal page, saw that we went through a lot, but started making all kinds of noise. His car did, and it's a stick. We're gonna paint our butterfly. It's gonna be yellow and kind of browns, so it's gonna be this color down here. So, but yeah, we just got it back, and it was kind of making this noise, and he called his mechanic, because we're, you know, 45, 50 miles away from home, having to go over 2 mountain passes and all that. And sorry, I want to do this one. This is yellow ochre, and I want my lemon yellow.
Oh, do you want to go play with your sister, honey?
Sorry, guys. Sometimes I try to just hold her.
I ain't got a choice. She's a turd.
There's my lemon yellow. So, yeah, she's like a, yeah, a toddler. Or worse. Or worse. Or worse. Here she is. I'm going to put her back down. And I got these really cool ball things for her. They're like Mylar. Yeah, she won't play with them. But if it was free, she loves bag balls, which I take a Walmart bag, well, or a grocery bag, a plastic bag, and mix it, wind it up into a little ball. She loves it. So you'd think she'd love the Mylar ball thing.
No, not
Not so much. Here she comes again. So yeah, so anyways, we're in Durango, and hi. And all of a sudden, Clint pushes his clutch to the floor, and it just quits. And this is after he talked to the mechanic, and the mechanic said it's the throwout bearing in the clutch. Oh my gosh, is she coming back up here?
You're being a turd. You better knock it off, Missy.
So anyways, and he said, oh, you shouldn't have any problems, you know, but when he put his clutch in, he lost the clutch, so it just stuck to the floor. So then we're really stressed, but you know, I have family and friends, so my sister, I'm like, sis, can you be our backup, you know, in case we can't make it home? And she said, oh, sure, no problem. So, yeah.
You made it home.
I'm going to let this dry. Yeah, we ended up making it home. He actually called some guy and said, I'll do your locate for free if you come over and pick me up.
Yeah, because I went over there for him, and he was the last to locate.
Yeah,
So he said, and then he argued, yeah.
Then he wouldn't let
paid
him
me.
do it. He said, I'm not going to let you do it for
I'm
free.
not letting you do this for free. I ain't going to hear
So
nothing about
it was really nice, and, you know, people are like that, you know.
Yeah, pretty special community.
Yeah, it was a really nice community, and we didn't have any issues coming home except for the, you know, the
Making
sound.
that
It
noise.
just is kind of like a grinding sound, and we kept thinking, okay, we're almost home. You know, we got to go over this pass. It's pretty high, and Clint was kind of worried about that, but okay.
I always have faith. I know it's in me.
Yeah, we pray about, you know,
Well, we were
everything. So, yeah, we were together. I was able to go with him, which I haven't been able to do in a while, but we were together, and, you know, which is good because Clint really gets stressed when he's dealing with stuff like that by himself. And, of course, it wouldn't have been so bad because I'd been like, I'm in the car, you know, I could come get you. But you just never know. But my sister, and bless her, she has a friend of hers living like in a little RV on her property, and so she said, I'm busy right this minute, but I have an appointment for a couple hours, but my friend's willing to come pick you up. And I thought that was really sweet. And then this morning my friend called me and said, Miss Chelle, I'm so sorry, I would have been there in a heartbeat. I said, well, you were our next choice. I said, but sis was closer because she was in, you know, she was 25 minutes closer to us. And I said, but you were on my mind for next. So, okay, we're going to let the butterfly dry. And then we're going to make some little buds here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of just make a little greenery, you know, kind of going around the buds. And I'm still practicing, so, you know, I'm not that good. I mean, I'm still learning for sure. And yeah, I'm not that great at watercolor, but I'm learning.
Gwendolyn, guess what? We got a...
No, don't tell her.
Oh, I can't tell you, sorry.
You'll find out soon enough, Gwendolyn. Not gonna tell you. So, but yeah, what else did we do?
What else did we do? Well, we got groceries.
We went and
before we
bought
came
groceries, yeah. And then we're gonna head back over tomorrow, but we have another vehicle, so.
home. And then we got called me, because we weren't going over tomorrow, and then
We were hoping not to have to go back over this
Yeah.
week, but
he had kind of, I don't know, cluster, he said, that it's a kind of a commune subdivision, and yeah, I don't know. Sounds like it's not going to be easy.
so yeah, we're gonna be busy on, actually it'll be, yeah, you guys won't see this till Friday, so on Thursday we'll went back over there. So, okay, so I'm okay with that. Let's put a little bit of this phthalo blue in here. It mixes really well with the green and kind of gives you a shadow color, which is nice.
And my little boy, the littlest one, he is sound asleep on
Yeah.
my shoulder, and he was so sad yesterday. When
He
we had
really
our work.
was.
It so
They're
heartbreaking.
just, yeah, they're not.
He didn't do great.
He doesn't like Daddy to be gone, which they, you know, none of them do. And Sister today hasn't left me alone when she's awake. She's laying down now. So, okay, so I'm going to put some blue, phthalo blue, and some green, which is sap green, together. Trying to remember my colors. if anyone is interested, I know some people have saying, what paintbrush and stuff to use, then I really need to update my favorites down below. This is I don't know what it is. It's number 6 round. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and drag down a stem here and one here. And just kind of trying to really practice on getting so it's not so tight and perfect, I really like the loose watercolor look. And I've been seeing some stuff on Facebook that I really want to show you guys. So I'll start having some more junk journal videos coming soon. So if you guys are watching for those, they're coming.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just throwing my bow ties together. I just didn't feel up to doing a video, and I wanted just to sew and veg out. It's been a rough day.
It's been a rough week so far, and it's only what
I got Wednesday still.
So I'm just putting in a little bit of that phthalo blue green mix in
I don't have
here,
any of
just
that.
for some shadow.
I know, but sorry. I don't need you on my lap right now anyway.
Still a little bit wet. But I was thinking earlier, I need to just do a butterfly. That was what I wanted to do in my journal next. And for you guys that are new, it's just a positivity journal. It's focusing on the positive during this time of uncertainty and stuff. And I decided to extend it. It was a challenge started by Joy DeFee. And I just extended it, so that I could focus on the positive all year round. So now what I'm going to work back up here on the butterfly, and I still want the same size brush. So it's just that number 6 round. And this time I'm going to use my yellow ochre, and then this color, which I can't remember what it is, the one beside it, this one. It'll come to me in a minute. Burnt umber, that's it. See, I knew it would come to me. So I don't want it too watery. I know that's one of my issues, is I tend to get my paints too watery, and then they kind of get, a real mess. So for what I'm doing. So now I am just going to kind of go in here and just put a little bit of design in my butterfly.
Could you grab your book?
Yeah.
It's just good as just burning.
Just a little bit of. Sorry, I got to push this stuff. That's okay. Just, some definition. Again, this is just a butterfly I Googled on. I Googled. So I'm just kind of getting some definition from some of the design. I did do a practice on this, and it wasn't the greatest, but when I was watching Lindsay today, she actually did this video today. I was thinking, it's she said she always does a practice, and then she finds out what she doesn't like, what she does like. It's and that's really what I need to remember is, it's not, I just need to practice, because I'm not going to learn if I don't practice.
Well, and you're not going to get it the first shot,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
not going to, exactly. So it's not, so, like she said, you're going to find things you like about your painting, you're going to find things that you want to fix about your painting, things like that. So
exactly, it just takes time.
It does, and I have to remember that,
It's easy to forget sometimes, though, when you're...
It is, and it's really hard, and I'm like that a lot of times. I have, ideas running through my head, and it's really, if I don't get something right the first time, and I've been like this for years, then I just, I keep doing it until I feel like it's right. And, you know, as she always says on her channel is, this is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. And I'm trying to remember that.
Exactly.
Because, that's...
If it's not fun, you don't need to do it.
Well, yeah. Well, and, learning and stuff really takes a,
That's hard.
so to go ahead and add some of this to the body. But yeah, you just want to, learning should still be fun, So just play, make a mess. It's just paint and paper.
That's exactly it, It's the way I am with my block. If it
Yeah, if it works, it works. And if it
works.
doesn't,
If
it doesn't.
It's only wasted a little bit of my time. What's the big deal about that?
Exactly. And that was pretty dry, so I'm just going to see. Oh, he's cleaning baby's face.
Part is.
Yeah.
Did it take into her, really?
He loves her. She's a doll baby, I tell ya. Guys, it was so cold this morning. We actually got up and Clint said, honey, the heater actually is on in the living room.
Yeah, it was, man.
So we hadn't turned it off yet. So far, July 1st, we've had the heater on.
And I had the bathroom window in there. Oh my God. I walked in there, I was thinking, well, I better close that window.
It was
It had to be
chilly,
in the
but you know
40s.
what's wrong is our temperature thing isn't working, so we don't really know. But it was 60
67 in here, 66.
this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was cooler than that. It sure felt like it.
I
Oh,
felt-
probably the heater.
Well, with the heater turning on, that warmed it.
I don't know, but man, it was so cold. And we try not to let it get too cold because the baby gets like nose issues and stuff. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to work on a rose right here.
Boy, she's
So
cute.
she's a cutie patootie. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm still learning, is I really want like pink and orange. So how do I have it? Let's work over here. So I want to incorporate, the same colors throughout. So I'm going to do some more of that lemon yellow and put that with my pink. And that's going to make us a little orange. And let's do lemon yellow. And that's a really pretty color. I'm liking that. So I hope I chose correctly. It looks pretty orange, and that's the thing. I'm still working on color blending, yeah, and things like that. So we're going to do a really loose rose. This one is fairly new to me, but it's pretty simple, I think. So you just kind of make your little designs, and then as you go, you're going to get like bigger, kind of bigger bigger leaves. Didn't turn out very good, did it? And then I'll take some of that pink. I just feel like it needs more pink in it. Just kind of, but you're going to get looser, towards the edge. It's actually turning out pretty cool. I like that. And just need to make sure I have enough water on my thing, because you don't want it to be too bright, towards the end of the back of the rose. So you're going to keep adding water, and I'm using like a really cheap watercolor. It's not a cotton. It's just a paper, whatever that. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys know what? What, Michelle?
What, hon?
We got some more melon yesterday, and we got one. It's called a cassava melon. So you guys let me know what you think if you've ever had a cassava melon. I don't know. It was okay, but you know what? It was like $10 for this melon.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I wouldn't have bought this stuff.
Well, I think that's what it is, because we kind of looked it up, and yeah, it was
Whatever it was $10.
So, you know, you're expecting a really yummy meal. And I told Clint if it's really yummy, then next year we'll just, you know,
Try to
grow our own. But to me, it's just kind of like a,
I priced cantaloupe.
yeah, I mean, it tastes kind of like a cantaloupe honeydew mix, and it was a $10 melon. Yeah, should have just got like 2 watermelons or something.
Well, that watermelon good.
We did get a really yummy watermelon too, so
Yeah, I cut
I
all
think I
those
want
up
some
today.
more. Yeah, Clint was cutting them up today, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest.
I didn't try it. Didn't look very good.
You didn't try it?
I never
You might
did.
really like it.
Mine.
The cassava melon.
Um,
So that's probably good for my rose. Hope I was on frame. I didn't even notice. Sorry guys if I wasn't. And then we're going to put one down here, just a little bit different. Let's do more pink. I don't know. I don't know.
boy, he is out.
Aw. Bubba's really been laying with Daddy a lot. Artie is the one we're talking about. So you just kind of hear the horse across the way.
Remember that time we had those horses in the field?
Yeah, we've had a lot of things. The other day I had a Facebook thing, and it showed the pigs that visited.
Oh, yeah.
We had pigs, and we're like, where in the... Clint's like, honey, come look at this. There were pigs in the garden. And come to find out they were our neighbors across the street.
Yeah, they're lucky I'm allergic to pork.
They were annoying pigs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They probably
But it was
hate
really
you.
funny to watch Clint and the sheriff out there chasing pigs.
It was easy.
Was it?
No, not really.
It was quite
The
interesting.
sheriff, he's like my big brother, so...
Yeah, Clint and him have known each other for many years, and
But,
yeah.
it was funny us catching them.
yeah, it was really interesting. So if you've never done roses like this, it's really not that difficult. I've done not necessarily, you know, ones like this, but I've done spoon roses where you use plastic spoons and you melt them. It's kind of the same concept as what I, you know, think. So I'm just kind of...
Man.
But we were just really happy to get home. But yeah, we got the melon, and we're hoping we didn't have to go anywhere the rest of the week, but not to be.
That's...
Yeah, we had a couple of people who need us anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't think we have, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything.
Today's Wednesday.
It is.
I was going to see when the tickets are due.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It looks like a big mess, but what
Close Monday.
Lindsay kept saying is, you know, it's going to look better when you disappear and come back. What? They're closed.
Well, they're due the 6th, or whatever that means. When they have to be due,
That means that's Monday, isn't it?
it would be Monday.
So maybe they're not having anything?
They have to be closed. It's 4th of July.
Oh, today's Wednesday. Yeah, they're closed Friday.
Friday then.
Because these should be due Friday. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, these would be due. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, you don't want to mess with it too much, but I kind of feel like I have to. Not looking like I want it to yet.
That's her biggest thing, is she...
Well, it's hard
Yes,
to, you know how it was with my butterflies if you watched that video.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Well, it's okay. It's okay.
Honey.
I know. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. My green stems are just about dry. I'm going to kind of put like an orangey bud in those.
Okay.
So I've been doing watercolors for quite a while. I just haven't learned, you know, exactly how to do them and stuff like that. So I'm learning like the basics of drawing and watercolor and stuff like that. So this is just a bud. I'll put a little bit more pink in there. I don't know, it just feels like it needs something. And then this one, kind of have it a little bit more. See, I'm trying not to stress too much about, oh, how does that look, and, you know, things like that. I'm trying to do it just loose and fun without a lot of stress. And overthinking, you know. So just kind of cleaning that up a little bit. That's kind of pretty. So our focal point really is the butterfly. So I'm going to let everything dry. We're going to go back to our butterfly. And this time, I think I'm going to switch to a smaller brush. One thing about Lynn, she actually used like a size 12 for her project, but I'm not that confident, so I used a 6. And she always says, you know, use whatever you feel comfortable with. So that's what I'm using. I'm going to use this burnt umber. Actually, I think I'm going to use something bigger to mix it. Otherwise, it's going to take me all day. Okay, I just need like a little bit of a darker color. And you want to kind of use the same colors throughout the book. You don't want to, or throughout the picture. So, like, I used burnt umber and that one. Oh, my brain. Okay. And the yellow, which is, what is it? Anyways, ochre, yellow ochre. For those two so far, and then I used that yellow, and then the only other two, well, 3 is the green, the pink, and the blue. So, I'm going to just try a mix real quick and just see. So this is yellow ochre, and I think I'm going to try to add just a little bit of phthalo blue in it and just see what it does. So it kind of made it really yucky. I don't like that. I have my swatches somewhere. I just don't know exactly where they are right now. Okay, so I don't really like that. I need it to be a little bit darker. So, oh, was that yellow burnt umber? I forget what I'm doing. So if I put blue on that, it would turn it green, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't like that idea. Let's do both of these. Okay, it's going to turn it a little bit darker, I think. And I don't think I want pink to that. Ooh, maybe. Maybe we'll put a little bit of pink, just for a little bit of brightness. Okay, we're going to try it. Who knows? Okay, so now I'm going to change. Sorry. I'm going to switch to my smaller brush. And we're just going to add some more colors and stuff on here. So, just kind of like outlining and, you know, it's not that great of color, but I think it'll work. There's a little bit of shadow here. And then we'll do this one. It's kind of bumpy, so that's kind of fun. And then kind of through here. Just going to kind of use this color just a little bit through its wings, and, you know, just to kind of give it another thing. That's bugging me, it's too straight. Another dimension, kind of. So I'm just going to just kind of put like shading on some of these lines. And then pretty sure this one has a little bit of shading. It's kind of pretty. I kind of like it. So when I'm doing the positivity journal, I just do anything that, you know, is positive. Some days it's really hard to come up with anything, but I still want to focus on that, you know. And I'm just going to use some of that burnt umber on its own. A little more water. Just because I think it's going to be a little bit darker. And
just, I still leaves all together and start cooking.
You're going to do what?
Start cooking.
Oh, okay.
Where's my stuff?
I do not know.
Oh, great.
What?
Oh, butterball's laying on it.
Story of our life.
You got a piece of paper or something I can use?
And that is why.
Oh, wait. Go.
We're doing a lot of stuff out in the shed. The thing, though, with the shed is there's no, it's, what am I thinking?
It's a shed, there ain't no air.
Well, there's no air, there's no heat, so we have to do it, you know, when it's most comfortable out there. Which, it was really nice the other day when we were out.
That's the way it was, wasn't it, baby?
I liked it. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you sold some of that.
Well, and it's just, you know, well, and it was the day I was getting so irritated about the computer and stuff. If you guys know, how in the world do I fix my computer so that it saves a sent message? Because I thought I had it fixed, and I ended up deleting my email and re-adding it, and out of, you know, I thought it was working, because all of a sudden it was showing that, you know, my sent messages in my email message, and then suddenly the last one didn't. So, and it's a work email, so it's pretty important, you know, that that it saves my messages. So that's kind of annoying, because, you know, I need proof that, you know, I sent this invoice or that invoice or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of like shadow, I'm just going to do really watery.
Oh, I didn't tell you that. Where I did the locate for Scotty was, he was building a nice garage, and she's got a long quilt, and that's where she's going to.
Oh, nice. How fun.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to her.
But yeah. So I'm just kind of putting a little bit of shadow. I did kind of like a gray on my test practice thing, and I didn't like it. So I'm just going to use that color.
Yeah, it wasn't quite right, was it?
It wasn't, and I wasn't happy with it, and that's why we do a practice. I'll show you guys at the end, but just going to put just a few, you know, little pieces here and there. Just, I don't know. No really thought, just like maybe some extra shadow or something. I like that much better than the other one. And this one had like curly things coming off of its wings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of draw those in. Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting because, you know, I'd never seen, and I think it was a painting or something, I don't know. It's a little bit too wet. And this is actually like a, like a swallowtail has. And then, oh. There we go. Yeah, I know you did. So kind of like that. Let's see. I do like to do his body. I think it's probably dry enough. And then it had like a really fun little like lines right here, almost like a bee. And just kind of put those there. I think I'm going to put his eyes using this color. Love you, honey bunny. That's cute. Put him some little feet. There and there. And maybe kind of frame it out just a little bit, just to kind of add a little bit more interest, you know. It's your painting, you can do what you want to.
Yep. There's no
Nope.
watercolor police, and if they are, they're not official.
There's no watercolor police, Clint said.
And if there are, they're not official.
They're not official.
They're imposters.
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
So, and then a couple of antennas. Look at it. I kind of did a, made it really long, didn't it? Tall. Remember, I wasn't going to do that, but that's okay. I want him to be happy, though, and I'm wondering about, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some phthalo blue and some green, because we did use that, and then I'm going to add, I think I added a little bit of this pink. Try to get a darker color for his eyes so they kind of pop better. And a little bit more green. This is kind of what I did in the other one, just for, but I really just want, there we go. There, he's cute. And I want to separate his body a little bit. I just felt from his head. That's one thing too, is, you know, kind of figuring out what your picture needs next. And looks like he has a wig on.
Let me see. Oh, I like it.
He's cute. Whatever, Michelle. Whatever. There's no police. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Telling myself that. Let's kind of make his face maybe, yeah, there we go. I like that better. Maybe less wig-like. I tell you guys, too funny. Okay. Okay, and all we need to do is just some leaves for the roses, and we're going to be done. I really like this. This is really fun to do. And, you know, it's not perfect, but
No.
it doesn't have to be, does it?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to use some sap green, and I'm going to put a leaf down here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the phthalo blue in it, in the, just kind of let it run together. It's not very, and we'll put one over here. See, I kind of made my roses a little bit big, huh?
I like the roses.
I think they kind of turned out okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I really like them. Then we'll put some more. Sister's waking up.
Uh-oh.
I think she was hearing your,
No, it's going on outside.
no,
I
she's,
heard that.
she's
What are you
hearing
doing,
yours.
cutie?
Like that. You know what I need is green coming down this way, huh? There we go.
I like that nice really
Come, sister. Oh, she's laying down. So let's maybe put, I don't know, didn't really have much room for a lot of leaves, huh? Maybe I could have this one kind of come into this rose. It's way too wet. That's what you got to learn, you know, is how much water and things use. And but I really enjoy this, and what I'm doing is I'm taking a class by Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, on watercolor because it was something I really wanted to learn, and I'll link that below too so you guys can check it out if you're interested in learning. I was doing drawing for a little bit, and I'm still trying to draw every day, and that was way too wet, and you know, every couple of days or whatever. But I really wanted to do watercolor for the watercolor monthly challenge. So I'm just putting some phthalo blue in here. It's going to mix with that green and kind of give me a nice shadow. Going to be dark. And
Okay. I'll let you share before you're done.
okay.
They look so nice, honey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that looks okay, and then maybe we'll just call it done.
Oh.
Should I just leave it? I think I should leave it.
Honey.
Okay, so I'm going to let it dry. Let me kind of wipe up some of the wet stuff here so I can close my palette. Make sure there's nothing wet there. And I need to come up with a saying. She's chewing on some leftover
Paper. That's
sorry guys,
so cute.
paper. So, Gracie.
Grab me. Yeah. Hi, Gracie. You're being a brat.
Is she being a brat?
I think she is. I think she's always a brat person.
So I'm going to find a saying for this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I did look up and see the saying I wanted, and I think I'm just going to write it, and write it kind of small here. Let's see what size this is. I think I can use that. Here comes sister. And if you aren't happy with this, you could draw, you know, like use your ink pen or something to draw on it. It's up to you. But remember, this is a positivity journal, so we're going to put a positive saying to me, you know, whatever this kind of inspires. Gracie. We're going to, it's still a little bit wet. Gracie, Daddy wants you. Daddy wants Gracie. You want to lay right here? She lays in my arm a lot. Okay, so change is painful. I'm not happy with that pen. It's not thick enough. So let me do this one. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful
Well, I like her brat. She's a brat.
as being stuck somewhere you don't belong. So I think that's what I'm going to use. I like that. To me it means, you know, especially with a butterfly, is, you know, they recently said is you will do the what am I thinking? a butterfly doesn't just change to a butterfly overnight. You know, first it has to become a big ball of goo, and then it's going to change. So to me, you know, I think that would be painful, but it won't be as painful as being someone you're not supposed to be, or where you don't belong. So I hope you guys like this. It was kind of a nice change for us, and you know, I really wanted to just do a positivity journal entry. So let me show you. Here's my first one. I kind of put shadow using a really dark color, and I really didn't like that. I like the rest of it, but I didn't like that. So he was cute. Let me show you Clint's. He's working on his black and white journal. So it's going to be kind of black, white, and cream, you know, cream. Make sure I don't have any ink on me. So these are his things. Oh, there's the bow tie. I didn't even see the little bow ties.
Yeah, they're not as prominent as I had hoped.
But that's really cute.
I did, how many did I do of them?
You did 4 total.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, crap, I better get busy and do more.
That's
I might just make a traveler's journal and just sell the cover.
Yeah, well, or I could make
that's
it.
what I'm gonna
Well, we'll
do.
see. We'll talk about
I don't
selling
know.
later.
Go ahead, I don't have any.
So anyways, and then
Bye,
I wanted
guys,
to
I'm
share
doing
one
stuff.
thing with you. Okay.
What? What do
Not
need?
you. Nothing. Go away.
Very hungry.
I recently got this book by Samantha Dion Baker, and it's Draw Your Day. And what she does is she uses pencil. You know, I need to practice my drawing, things like that. But she uses different pencils and things like that, plus watercolor and then ink. So I really loved that. And I actually got like a Skillshare 2 months free, and I found her on there, and I really liked, you know, her style. And then I'm following her on Instagram. I don't really get on there very often, but I thought it'd be really fun to kind of practice my drawing as well as you know, watercolor, and getting back into my Fauxbonichi type, you know, notebook. So I did get me another one of those notebooks, and I thought it'd just be fun to you know, kind of go by that. I thought it was a fun idea, and I'm still going to use my junk journals, but more for, like, you know, things like this where we can glue them in, or, you know, if I have something. So I'm not going to do my daily journaling in it, just because I think that's why I kind of got out of the habit, and so I kind of want to get back into the habit of doing, you know, a daily thing. So I am going to do that. So let me know if you guys would like to see, you know, like a daily journal, entries here and there, you know, not all the time. Like I said, we will be back with some junk journal videos. It's just been, I tell you, it's been a week, and I'm just trying to, you know, stay focused and get all that stuff separated and sorted. And I tell you, it's been a lot. It's been a big thing. But as far as that, you know, everything else is doing well. So we're home, we're safe, and, you know, we're happy. So I guess that's all that matters, huh? So yeah, so that's my journal for today. And like someone reminded me, because I always forget, I'm going to put my 7/1/2020. I don't know what's going on with Clint, but I always forget to sign it and put the date. But I really like it. I want to be able to go back and say, oh, you know, that's how I used to draw, or how I used to watercolor and paint, and, you know, things like that. And sometimes if I really feel like something is, you know, I really want to write something, then I'll pop that in here too. But I thought this would be a really fun way to use junk journals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out our channel. And we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.